Hey, good evening, and welcome to the Five and a Half Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Cigar on 2420 Government Street. I am here with Bones, Mort, and I'm Maverick, welcoming you to the evening show. Kevin, how you doing?
Always the first one.
Yes, that's cool. Anyway. That's nice, ain't it?
Tom's there too.
In the land of music.
Land of music.
The guy from, is it the Goo Goo Dolls? Drummer?
Tyler
The drummer.
Yeah, passed away.
Foo Fighters.
I'm sorry, why do I say Goo Goo Dolls?
I don't know. You got
Foo Fighters. Maybe I got Goo Goo Dolls in my mind.
Foo Fighters.
Anyway, the Foo Fighters
Bruce.
drummer, very good band.
Yep.
Supposed to be actually great band. Their drummer and part-time vocalist has passed away.
Yeah.
They said he had 10 different substances in his belly. Belly.
So,
I don't know if I say they were great.
I mean, they're really good. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, he knew better.
Yeah.
they all do.
You're an adult. You know better.
Yeah, well,
He had a wife and 3 kids.
it's going to come out. And 50 years old in that scene, I guess that's the scene you do that kind of stuff. You don't have to,
No.
but it seems like we see it a lot.
Yeah, because you hear stories like Ted Nugent said he's never been one that did that. That dude's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons says he's
No.
he's a no-go.
And I kind of believe him.
Yeah, you have to because you can't prove otherwise.
No.
So might as well just deal with it.
But
I'm sure there's others that are straight and sober, but
yeah.
there
Yeah.
are
Or
a few
dipped
between.
and dabbled a little bit, but not,
I have a hard time somebody like Gene Simmons or somebody like getting touch of stuff back in the 70s.
That's what he
When
says,
he
though.
was
I mean,
You know,
what can you say? You can't.
no, you can't.
You're lying. No, you can't say that.
Yeah.
Look at him. He looks like he did that shit.
He's insane.
He's
But
crazy.
He's 100 years old just about.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
what
but
is
that's a shame, stuff, that kind of thing, huh? So what are we smoking tonight?
Hiram and Solomon Cigars for Warriors.
I'm smoking
Nice.
a gold ghost. Ghost.
yeah.
And
This
I'm
is a good one.
smoking,
Hang up. Tell her to. Never mind. She might be on. She might hear me.
I'm smoking a New World by A.J. Fernandez.
Not bad. It's
It's all right.
very mild.
Yeah, it's a mild cigar, but it ain't bad.
Very much so. Very much so. So, a couple of things going on in the world that I want to start out with.
Okay.
The slap heard round the world
Yeah, it's fake.
I don't think it is.
has to be fake.
I think it's still
Why?
fake. It's gotta be.
If you keep looking at the video, if you watch the video, I don't think his hand even touched his face.
He pulls his head. They practice that.
And
Well,
Will
if
Smith
that's
is
the case, then it's fake, but I don't think it was. from
Will
what I
Smith
think.
is smiling when he's walking away. Chris Rock's concert tonight is sold, or tomorrow night is sold out, where it wasn't before. So it could be. I mean, a PR stunt. Yeah, I honestly think it was a PR stunt.
Well, all three of them offered statements of apologies.
Yeah, but
So
you've also had other comedians that came out and said, if Will Smith came up and socked me like that, I'd sue him for $4 million.
yeah, for an assault.
I would have swung back.
I would have too.
I mean,
come
They
on.
would be breaking us up.
you see the Russian slap fights all the time.
Yeah.
Those dudes slap the living shit out of
As
people.
big
Yeah.
as Will Smith is,
He
and as
should have knocked him the
small-
fuck
He would have
down.
went down.
Yes, should have knocked
Yeah.
him the fuck down.
I don't buy it either. I was just like,
I think it's a stage. I think it's staged.
I'm doing my show.
So, and yes, Bruce brings up a point. Didn't even know there was an Oscar until this was all brought up.
And then you get all these women. Oh, they're so proud of Will Smith for doing that for his wife, and I personally thought when I saw it on the high, because I wasn't watching the Oscars. We don't watch them anymore. We haven't watched them in years.
I haven't watched them since I've been old enough to watch.
But they, when you see it over and over again,
All right,
if
I'm
you
doing
insult
my show,
someone's
I'll call
wife's
you
love,
back.
you're not at least assured any real man would defend
All
that
right,
honor
yeah.
and beat some ass.
Absolutely, Tom. That's not,
True, so-
not a
but
question.
it's a comedian doing a freaking show. They make fun of everybody all the time on stage, and I didn't think it was that. It was just looking forward to seeing G.I. Jane 2 there, Jada.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Here's the thing too. It's not a life-threatening, a 4-stage cancer thing. She has a condition that she lost her hair.
Yeah.
All right, she could be a little sensitive about it, but she shows up everybody with her hair shining instead of wearing a wig.
Absolutely.
Or anything like that. So she's comfortable with it.
And should be.
And you know what? You're in the front row with a comedian.
you get picked on.
Like if it was Don Rickles, you're in deep shit. You're in deep shit, and he does that type of comedy too, where he says, "Oh, look at that suit he's wearing. Did he get a free bowl of soup with that, or whatever?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can't say that they didn't expect nothing.
It's like Gallagher.
Chris
You go
Rock.
see Gallagher. You can see Gallagher because you got watermelon on
You
you.
get watermelon on you.
Yeah. So I think even if it was a fake, then nobody's the
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Dolly Parton said to one of her fans at
Yeah.
the concert? He yelled at her that he loved her. She says, "I love you too, but I told you to stay in the trunk."
That's pretty funny.
Think about it. I mean, that was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick. She's not a comedian, but she's still got it. She's still got it.
She's like 70 years old, man. 70-something
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
72, something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Basketball.
Here we go.
So
The madness.
Fast Eddie thinks he's going to win. We don't know yet because he's got Villanova against Kansas, and he's got Duke against North Carolina.
All right.
Okay, North Carolina could feasibly beat Duke because they have beat him before.
But he's still got teams in the hunt.
Oh
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But-
All 4 of them.
Yeah.
But
four.
if Kansas beats Villanova, okay. No, he doesn't have. Does he have Kansas? I can't remember how it worked out though. There's a good chance because I can win, and Morty Fax has got a shot at popping in there because he's in third. So it's not really over until the last freaking weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it was no cut and dry this year because too many upsets, more than I think last year.
I don't know, but you're probably
I think
right.
more
They
upsets
talked
than
about
last
it
year.
more.
More major upsets.
Yeah.
I mean, a number 1 seeded team went down before the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
So there were quite a few major upsets.
Yes. I agree.
It was definitely mayhem.
And Villanova's
It's been
champ.
fun to watch.
It has
Oh,
been. It has
And I
been.
watched the the UConn girls last night,
Yeah,
and there's a little blonde on
They're
there.
beasts.
She was
they
like
weren't-
17 for 19 with shooting.
They weren't
shooting.
favorites. She scored 4 points the first half and 23 the second half.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
Dude,
that
she
UConn
wasn't
not
missing nothing.
They
Number
were
5.
they're ranked number 2 in the country.
I'm surprised.
Well, they had a number 2 seed in the tournament. South Carolina had a number 1 seed.
Yeah,
Because UConn's the female.
They usually
They've
get
always.
they've been
fielded
there
a good
17 years in a row
I
for
know.
the Final Four.
14.
14?
14.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
14 and
Yeah,
he's got more than Coach K. Coach K's on 13.
Yeah.
But that little curl, that little, she could have been maybe 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
Problem is, she's not really going to go much further. The
Uh,
WNBA's not. They don't make bank in.
No,
the
but
WNBA.
she's going to UConn. She's probably going to have a degree.
Oh yeah.
oh, absolutely.
And so she can play and work on the side.
Yeah, but just that game, for her to get to the Final Four, she's going to remember that for the rest
Oh,
of her life.
absolutely. Yes.
And put that tape on for her kids or whatever. Here's mommy.
Yeah.
But
Pretty cool,
Women's
pretty
basketball
cool.
is hard to watch.
Women's basketball is, but then
The
you
last
get
couple
into
of games are.
the pros are even harder to watch. Yeah.
I've never watched more than 5 minutes of a female pro.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even
game.
have
I
watched
just,
5
I'm
minutes.
not, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what it is about it. It's just not
You
exciting
think,
enough.
do you think we're biased to it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have a bias.
the men's game is
Well,
quicker.
It's stronger,
more-
quicker, everything.
I don't have.
Fans,
We're more
finesse.
We're more familiar with the male athletes than we are the women athletes.
That may be true,
You
but
know,
I don't think it biases
you watch-
me against watching it. I just don't care for watching it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, maybe if you knew somebody that watched it, or I don't
If you
know.
had somebody playing,
It's like
it'd be a
track and
different
field
story.
in the Olympics. You watch the women too because you just. I mean,
they're motoring.
Oh, you especially watch the beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they got less material than anybody else has on.
They've got more finesse.
Yeah,
You know, a guy sitting out there in beach volleyball. Yeah, I'm not.
no, I'm not down with that.
So, yeah. I
Do
guess.
you, by the way, real fast, as you're saying beach volleyball, I'm thinking of Tom Cruise and Maverick.
That's coming up.
Do you like that kind of movie?
I watch it.
We're going.
We're going. There's like
we're
we
talking
want to
this-
go about 30 of us to go.
We're talking this
shit.
afternoon. Come down on the 27th. Mike Bryan called his friend that works at the theater in D'Iberville and said, "Hey, what will it cost? What will it take to get a theater?" or at least a section cordoned off or
Yeah,
whatever.
they'll probably
go smoke a
section
cigar,
a
and then we'll all go to the movie and watch the movie.
Yeah, about 30 of us go to the movie.
Oh, I watched the trailer today, and I was like,
because you got to figure they only would have to have 5 across and 6 deep for us to have 30 seats.
Yeah, that's true.
And for us to have it all. And
it'd probably be the only. Well, no, you won't be the only ones in that movie. No.
No, but anyway, it'd be nice.
He's trying to get private. He's trying to get private.
That's funny.
But the popcorn and the Raisinets and the soda.
But you have to watch in the trailer, just like Goose's son is in it.
You won't be eating Raisinets.
Well, I may make an exception for this.
Oh.
You know, I mean, I'm down another 4
Cheat
pounds.
Yeah, but Raisinets are healthy for you. I mean, they're not bad.
It's raisins.
Raisin. I like
They really are.
raisins.
They're on high in calories, and they're not. The sugar's not bad.
So yeah, we got the men's. I think that's going to be interesting. I think
Well, more because Villanova's number 1 point guard is out with a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
well, who's stepping up for him? Is anybody really good stepping up for him? He'll have to play the game of his life.
The number 2 point guard.
At that level,
I'm just saying that he has to be the number. He has to be playing the game of his life,
Absolutely.
and he knows it.
Yeah.
So maybe
a
his mind.
lot of pressure.
If his mind's ready, that may be a good thing.
A lot of pressure. On the subject of sports, New Orleans has got a new quarterback, Andy Dalton.
They do 1 year. It's time for
The
1
redhead
year.
Andy Dalton.
Andy
The
Dalton.
redheaded stepchild.
He's now the number 2 quarterback for New Orleans.
And number 1 is
Jameis Winston.
James.
He's gonna. It's his job
Jameis
until
Winston.
he looks.
Well,
Now, if Andy takes it from him in training camp, he takes it from him in training
I
camp.
don't think he will.
I don't know.
But again, how much
Hard to
they
say.
get him? 10 million.
No, it was not much.
1 year, what, like 3-4 million?
It wasn't much at all.
That's terrible money. He
Because
should protest that.
you think? Because
$4 million.
their salary cap has decreased heavily since
Yeah.
Breeze is gone. So
Yeah.
and then they cut some pretty good players. It really is
$4
a
million,
shame the
you
fact
imagine?
that they cut some good players. But yeah, Andy Dalton gets a chance to play again.
How about that?
So,
Yeah, good for him.
who do you think is going to be in the final game?
I don't know, man. I've had bad luck at picking. I thought Baylor was going to be in there.
Well, a lot of people. I thought they were going to be in the final 4.
Yeah, at this point I would say just because it's Coach K's last game
All right.
that this is it for him. I'm going to be pulling for Duke all the way.
I'm going to pull for him, but I think it's going to be North Carolina and Kansas.
I think Bones is right there.
Is that
I'd like to pull for Duke.
North Carolina just they beat Duke by like 15 at home.
Yeah, but you got to understand what my point.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's
I know.
it's Duke's last hurrah. So they're gonna play North Carolina tough. This is the first time they played in the Final Four.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not the first time they've ever played each other. It's the first time
Yeah,
they played.
yeah. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Keith says Kansas and Duke.
Yeah,
I really would have liked to have seen St. Peter's make it one more game.
that would have been pretty impressive if they'd have pulled that off. But they pretty much got curb stomped their last game.
Bruce Starr.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just couldn't keep up. There was just no way.
Nope.
So who's on the Kansas side? Who's Kansas playing? Is it Villanova?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess with that star point guard being out, I'd have to say Kansas probably has the advantage.
I mean, the Duke North Carolina game is going to be a great game.
It's going to be the game. It's going to be the game to watch.
Neither one of them, I think, is going to blow them out. It's going to go down because if you watch, we're ACC fans, so we watch the making of the ACC tournament.
Right.
They have a documentary on Netflix or something, and it's been really kind of fascinating to watch it from the start. You know how the rivalries came about and all this, and it's just unbelievable about how. Coach K went against Dean Smith in the early days and all this.
Yeah.
It was just really pretty freaking cool. And then he retired and then everything started. And
Does Coach K dye his hair?
I don't know, and I don't care.
But Bones knows. What do you think?
if I had to say yes and no, I would.
I'd say he probably uses something to keep his.
I would say maybe not. I don't know. I don't think it's that dark. I mean, it's dark. He's got a little, but
Something to knock off the gray, probably. Sure.
yeah, but
A little test.
I mean, what? He's mid-70s?
70. How old is he, Keith? 73, 74?
Yeah,
something like that?
mid-70s,
72, something maybe. He's in the 70s.
Yeah.
He looks good though.
Oh yeah.
I
I had him
mean,
walking on campus yesterday. He looked good.
he looks a lot better than some people at 70.
Guess who's back in baseball? Well, guess who's going back to St. Louis? Fast Eddie's happy as shit.
No idea.
Full host back in St. Louis for a year.
Huh.
DH.
Oh. Oh, that's right. Kansas City's American League.
Yeah, and they bring DH back, and he's coming back. And I read today they're bringing. Remember when they voted, when the players were going through the thing, they said we don't want that man on second and
Right.
extra innings, whatever. That's coming back.
Yeah.
That's going to come back. That's not
So
going.
you think the National League will ever approve designated hitters?
Oh no, it's it. It is.
It is all. It's the whole.
That was one of the things when they went through the.
Was that this year? Okay.
Yep. But I also read today where they're talking about bringing second base in a little bit. Because when you think about it, they said, and you got to read the article because you're always told how long since you ever been playing baseball. How far is it from home plate to first base?
I don't remember.
I know.
90 feet.
Yeah, 90 feet.
But it's not 90 feet from first to second.
Okay.
It's 90 feet from third to home.
Yeah.
But the way second is situated on the inside, they're moving it in like.
But it's 90 feet from first to second, second to third, third to home.
No, because it's the way second is situated. It's kind of hard
From
to
first
explain.
to second, it isn't 90 feet.
Yeah, the way it's situated.
Yeah.
They're moving it in like 13 and a half inches to
For it
make
to
it
be
more of a true diamond.
Yeah.
I was like,
And they have you heard the new football rule too.
I actually
overtime.
I did.
The overtime, yeah. So everybody has a chance. Even if you scored a touchdown on the first possession,
Yeah.
the other team gets a chance to score.
And I appreciate that.
I think so too.
But if
I
they
like it.
score, then it goes to sudden death.
Yes.
But now what they didn't get into is, okay, you go to overtime. We flip the coin. Barry gets the ball first. Bones gets the ball first. Okay? Then you get the ball. We both scored touchdowns. Does it automatically go back to me because you're still in overtime and you're switching possessions? Or do you flip again and it's still down to a freaking
Well, no.
I think it's going to be.
Did they go with time? Did they go an extra quarter or did they?
I don't know. There's a 10 minutes.
They didn't get into that.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about that.
They just came out with the
That's what I thought. MTV, Mike.
I'm telling you, read the article, Mike. Read the article. I was amazed too. I've been under the impression it's 90 feet all the way around too, but it's not.
But if the overtime rule says you got a quarter or your overtime quarter,
right,
and then you just swap possessions. If I score, it's your ball. At the 25-yard line or whatever.
Then I would have to say I score first, you score first, you score, then I get the ball. If I score, the game's over.
No, you go the entire quarter. You go the entire time.
The rule says.
I know what you're saying, but this is the way I favor it.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yeah,
just kind of
like
college.
Absolutely.
You play an extra inning or like an extra quarter or a portion of a quarter. And whoever scores the most at the end wins.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Maybe not 15, maybe another 10. But if you're going to flip the coin, you're going to say 10-minute overtime like they have now.
Uh-huh.
I get the ball first, I score. You get the ball second, you score.
Uh-huh.
I get the ball, I score, game's over.
Yeah, that's
it still boils down to the
it's just doubling the amount of time.
But you still have a chance to get it to go. Then you got to play
defense, but still it's just like the overtime now.
But it's better than a flip of a coin, though. I mean, right off the bat, flip of a coin, boom.
Yeah, you got to take the ball.
Pool's ready, man. Got the cover off. Got the thing. Got the back. I fixed
All
the
clean?
vacuum. Proud of myself fixing the vacuum. Got that running up and running again.
Yeah, that's what Bones was saying.
Yeah, that's right, Mike.
That's what he was saying. I'm not really sure I care for that because that really does.
Yeah, but Mike, is it a coin flip after they both score? Is it another
coin flip?
Is it another coin flip to see who gets the ball first, or automatically goes to who won the coin flip at the beginning of both?
I would think that it would be whoever
won it the first time.
If I scored, then it's your ball at that point because it becomes
you
your ball.
Alternate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's
so.
Like that.
Then again, the advantage comes to the person that wins the coin toss. In your example, because I'm going to get it after you're going to get it after I score. I'm going to get it after you score. I win.
Exactly, Mike. Just play till time runs out.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it doesn't. I really didn't read it either where it said, okay, if I score a touchdown, you score a field goal, it's over. It just says if the first team scores, the second team gets a chance to score. It doesn't say.
I think it's going to be a touchdown.
You would think
because you're still down 4 or
unless
4
they're
points.
going by time.
Right. We got to read the whole.
Yeah.
Unless they're going by time, and then
we don't have enough information.
You take the points and hope that you can get the ball back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of time, the IRS is taking the sweetest time. The tax returns.
Really?
Because they're on demand. Yeah. So they say, I got my state filed state and got it back in like 3 days.
But
I got state and federal.
You getting something back or no?
You got federal back already?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine says it's still sitting waiting to be
you're getting
processed.
something back then.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, so did he.
Yeah. That's nice.
And he got it back already.
I got a little bit back.
Good.
And he
but
filed like the week
electronically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing unusual about it.
I didn't think so. I mean, all you have was a K1. There's nothing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
I mean,
maybe they're looking at that. I don't know.
It wasn't anything to sneeze at.
Can't go on a 7-day cruise unlimited.
No, we go out to dinner.
Okay.
At
a
Taco
certain
Sombrero.
place.
Barstool Sports did a March Madness bracket with teams and everything for worst fan base. Okay, so Florida State started up top here with Tennessee Vols. Florida State was knocked out because the Vols are worse than Florida State fans. But guess who won the overall worst fans in college football, whether it's college football, baseball, anything, just overall worst fan base in college?
Alabama.
No, believe it or not, no.
Ain't me, is it?
Florida? No.
Yeah. Who is it?
Tennessee Vols.
Oh, really?
Most irritating fan base there is in college sports.
How about that?
I wouldn't have thought that. I would have went with North Carolina or somebody.
Now, Rocky Top is kind of obnoxious, but then so is Woo Pig Suey.
I never understood
that is obnoxious.
Yes, he was. No, he actually played. That was just on ESPN. They said he was playing today, just casually playing at Augusta. He might play next week.
So Bruce has brought up what I was trying to say is, you got an extra corner. The winner of, or you just score and score and score and score until the quarter's over with. Person with the highest at the end of that quarter wins.
Yeah. But you can't tie the Super Bowl. There's certain games.
No, you can't. No, you
got or a championship game. There's certain games you have to.
Absolutely.
You have to keep on going. But I'm okay with it. If they have a tie during the season.
Yeah, there was a lot more ties this season than there was ever.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think so. There were quite a few.
There were quite a few, but I've seen some years
more. Okay, I thought this was like the year of the ties.
I look at it and go, how do you tie a game, man?
Hey, we might not have a baseball. We might not have a football team, but we're going to have one this year, Florida State. But we got a baseball team, 7th in the country now. They're making their way up there.
It's early.
Oh, it's definitely early. You don't want to peak too early. Baseball, you don't want to peak too early.
No, because
if you peak before that big tournament
starts. How many games does college baseball play?
About 50, 52 or 53, I think, somewhere around there.
And then if they go the next year, if they're a senior and they go to the pros, they got to play 161.
Yeah.
It's a lot of baseball.
90 more games they got to go.
That's a lot. Yeah, they get paid a lot more money though.
Yeah, that's crazy, that amount of games.
That is, but they're. I guess the advantage is it's not back to 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 back.
Make it co-champions.
Well, they got like 2 days off a week or 3 days, don't they?
In some
then
cases,
they got one and then two or something like that.
If they're playing a 3-game series, then they've got a day off or a couple days off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a long game.
It is a long game.
Bruce is saying co-Super Bowl champions. Not going to happen. There's too much money involved. Way too much money involved. Speaking of money, the Buffalo Bills are building voted in a new stadium. $1.4 billion.
Is it publicly supported or is it paid
no
for by
roof?
the team?
No roof.
Oh, holy shit!
$1.4 billion and not put
open
air, not put a dome on, or even a closable one like Dallas.
Yeah.
It's going to be open.
I wonder what the prevailing minds think of. Why would you do that?
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard from Buffalo because
because there's the potential to have a Super Bowl there with a roof.
With a roof, yes.
Yeah.
They get lake effects.
Because when the Eagles did that, I was like, make a roof. You
No, what
idiots.
are they worried about the money? All right, so it costs another $600 million. Well, at that point, at 1.4 billion, what's another 600 million?
But is it taxpayer supported? That's the question.
Didn't get into that.
You know,
They didn't get
because,
into that.
there has been I think
800 million public support.
this past year. There was actually a team that built stadium without any public money.
That would be Vegas.
Yeah.
Was it Vegas?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that
it
all
was.
private money?
I think so. One of them was. They're not asking the taxpayers to go anything on it,
Wow.
Nice.
which is
And that's a beautiful stadium. Looks like
Which-
something out of Star Wars.
yeah. But,
Darth Vader stadium. they
but
should
you
call
think
that.
about how much money the taxpayers are on the hook for, and yet the money the bill for going to a game is still
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, we can't afford to go to a game.
No, a normal
Not
fan
in nice seats. You know what I mean?
cannot afford to
Go
sit.
8 times a year.
Yeah.
And seat
Speaking of seats, the Final Four in the 600s up in the what is it now? The Caesars Dome,
Superdome,
or whatever it
whatever.
is,
Superdome.
almost $4,000.
Holy shit, we paid less than that when Patrick and I went to the
Not that it's all
the
because
Final
of
Four.
what?
COVID.
Coach K. His final season, people paying out the ass.
Wow,
to
that's
see
crazy.
him. $4,000.
Would you go to that if you had the extra $4,000?
No,
I wouldn't either.
nope.
It was fun to go to.
I go to Australia before I pay $4,000 for a basketball ticket.
We did not see the championship game. We went to see the Final Four. Ohio State obviously didn't make it into the championship game, so we sold our tickets for face value to somebody.
Really?
They went into the championship game. We got to see 2 good, solid games.
Oh, that
4
was cool.
good teams play.
That was
Had
cool.
a ball. Had a
Yeah,
ball.
that was cool.
And
Had a
Mike,
great time.
if Jerry Jones did pay for the whole thing, that is why he charges $100 for parking.
Parking.
$100
Just
for
parking.
Parking.
You know what? I wouldn't mind either going to the AFC NFC championship.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty
That's
cool.
called
More
the Super Bowl.
No, more. I mean the
Oh,
the
The
AFC
AFC
NFC.
NFC championship is
no,
Yeah,
the
the two
AFC
guys that
plays
make it
the
to the
NFC.
Super Bowl.
no, you got the 2 NFC teams playing it for the NFC
I know what
championship.
you're. I was,
Yeah, but I
was busting your balls.
wouldn't mind
Oh,
going
I'm-
to see that. That would be pretty cool.
The semifinals.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
more affordable than the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, but
Depending
it
on
would be,
who's playing.
I wouldn't be a bad deal because you know what? If you don't have a pick in it, I mean, your home team in it, you can really get to enjoy it because you're not getting upset.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You can pick somebody to heckle.
They're talking
True.
about. They're talking about the. I saw an article today too about the Jets, talking about building a new stadium, not playing in the same place as the Giants. They better improve their record of their team first before they ask people to fork up money for a fucking stadium.
And you know darn well that up in the Northeast, they're going to ask the fan base to
Yeah.
cough up some funds.
I don't
on that
know.
one.
Yeah, and but not the stadium. I mean, Meadowlands was never closed. I don't think
No.
MetLife is either. I believe MetLife is open.
No.
I know because they play hockey in the Meadowlands. They freeze the field. They
Yeah,
play
the
hockey.
turf. Yeah.
They do that in Yankee Stadium
Yeah, they
when
do.
they play in the frozen.
Yeah.
the frozen game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, I paid $65 for the Saints Vikings NFC Championship game. That ain't a bad deal.
No, that's actually pretty cheap.
That's
Yeah.
real cheap.
Yeah.
But you know, you want to go if you want to be able to see the play.
But,
don't wanna
you
be
know,
Dude, there's not a bad seat in the Superdome.
Not,
yeah,
not
but all the way up there.
all the way at
dude.
the top it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah, because you're not seeing a good portion of the end zone in some
Yeah.
places. If he paid $65 for just to get in, then he paid another $100 for beer, food, and incidentals and parking.
We went to just a Giant Saints game one year, and I went to get a couple of beers and nachos, and it cost me like $42.
Yeah.
I looked at her and said, "Honey, enjoy that beer because I'm not getting another one.
Yeah.
You want one? You can go ahead
What
and
was
get
it,
it."
like
But
$15 for it?
the total is 42. So
Yeah, 15 and $12 for the
Yeah.
nachos. Yeah.
Milk that beer as long as you can.
Yeah.
she's like, "You paid how much?" I said,
Hey,
"I had no choice."
what do you pay at the Coliseum for
Yeah,
for
they're-
drinks?
It's like
They're-
$10.
yeah,
they're
10 or 11,
for a
yeah.
16-ounce can.
Yeah.
And they give
Yeah.
you cans, which is
Yeah.
dangerous.
Well, I don't think they did during the Kiss concert. I think they gave us cups.
Yeah, they gave us cups.
Was it
You're right. Yeah, cups.
Was it cups?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a great concert.
it was.
Oh, dude, that was.
We had fun.
That
It
was.
was.
We had great seats.
Yeah, that was fun.
And you saw who's actually playing Vegas for their Twilight. Steve Tyler and his boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
went back.
Aerosmith?
They went back to their
Original?
No, the
It's their whatever
what do you call that? The residency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like when Scotty Too Hottie went and saw Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Twice in 2 days.
Yeah, Aerosmith's going to be there for a long haul.
Oh, nice.
So like Elvis did.
Yeah.
So you could go there and you can see him.
Or
You can actually get to see him
a couple times a year.
And not Engelbert, but that other dude.
Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton. Does he still do that?
I don't know. He's 100 years old, but I seen all them.
Now he dyes his hair.
Yeah, well, I seen Wayne Newton, Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck. I seen all them.
See Liberace?
Yep.
Yeah.
I seen Liberace when I was either 12 or 14 years old.
Yeah. He put the moves on you?
No, I
I was
wanted
going to
to.
say, you got it up for You got it up
I was
for
a young boy. He would have liked me.
He would have liked you, yeah. He'd have been like,
No hair on my body at that time?
Come on up here. Let me show you how to tickle these keys.
Yeah.
I'm going to tickle your key. Yeah, I know you say it's worth, yes, for a family thing, it is worth every penny because you get to hang with your family. You make some memories and stuff.
Absolutely.
But when
Pics and all that.
when you look at it, you're like, man, $500. Damn, what could I?
But you don't do it that often.
No, you don't.
And if it turned out to be a great event, then it was worth it. If it sucked, then you go, man, that wasn't worth $500.
Now this is way off of football, but
I'm not paying to see Elton John.
Oh, I would.
Not $1,000.
I would. No. But I'd love to see him.
I've seen him too many times.
Davey saw him and Billy Joel. Yeah, I'd like to see.
I seen that.
You've been to Turkey.
I have.
Did you read the article in the?
How long were you in Turkey?
It's almost 7 years.
Kanakkale Bridge or something like that. They put a new suspension bridge from Turkey
from
the west side of
the old
Turkey
Bulgaria, yes.
to Europe.
Right.
Okay.
It crosses the Bosphorus.
Over 15,000 feet.
Over the Bosphorus.
No, it's the longest suspension bridge in the world.
Yeah.
It's not that high off the water. It wasn't that high off the water, but it's over 3 miles long.
It is, so ships can get under.
That's a long freaking way. But they say now a commute is only they can get there in like 7-8 minutes doing 60 70 miles an hour versus
Oscar
going all the way around.
Good
to see you.
English, my friend, English. I know what hermano is, but the rest of it I have no.
Mucho, especialmente el porco
the,
pilelo.
The cleanser is underneath the sink.
That's in his language.
Oscar, I'm going to bring up a good bottle of rum to the BCA, which is the 12th and 13th of August, and VIP is on the 12th. I think I'm driving up.
Are you?
You don't want like $600 for a flight.
But if you order it now, it won't be.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Oh shit!
I'm looking right
that
now.
Sucks.
Yeah, but you're flying out of Gulfport.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like Bobby.
See?
I'm not
going to New Orleans.
I'll fly out of Gulfport at 6 and get to where I'm going by 12:30.
Yeah.
I'll pay the extra $30, $40.
$600.
Yeah, it's like an extra $30, $40.
Yeah, that's Joe's friend wanted $50 to take him there to New Orleans on 4th of July weekend, Friday at 3 o'clock. Her flight was. Says I'm not doing it. She says we're good friends. He says not for that we're not.
Wow.
She asked him a couple weeks back, "Can you take me to the airport?"
Yeah.
He said sure. He's thinking.
Kurt,
You
what's
know how much
up?
the flight was? It was either $50 or $75 more to
Gulfport.
go to Gulfport.
If
And
it
she
comes-
lives by Gulfport.
If it comes to that, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But right now, there's a new airline coming out of New Orleans that can fly to Columbus,
Breeze?
Ohio,
Is that Breeze?
for $80.
That's
Well, well,
Are you
And
gonna
out of Gulfport, you can't. You
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
go through Atlanta, and that
Yeah,
costs you
yeah.
$80.
You're gonna take that when you go to?
Oh no, we got to
Facts and
drive.
graduation?
We got to haul.
Oh, you got to bring all his shit
We got
up.
a whole shit.
Yeah,
up
you
there.
can fit all my shit in your truck.
that's what dads do.
Yeah, that's what Dad's
There's
doing.
Morty Facts. He's usually here on Tuesday night.
Actually, he had to take
Facts.
putts to the dock because he hurt his foot.
Pad or just top of
Somewhere in between the
toes?
toes. Yeah.
Yeah, Nolly did something today. I don't know if she did it, but she's been limping occasionally on and off. But labs, 10, 11-year-old labs they got hip problems and joint
What
problems.
about Bo? What's up with him?
He's still.
Chugging along? As long as he ain't in pain, you keep him.
We don't know. You don't think he doesn't whine or wince or anything when he jumps or does something. But Nolly, you can see her.
Yeah.
So I had to go get some of the
Putts definitely wasn't his normal self. He wasn't bouncing
like
around and shit. So.
glucosamine for the joints and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're gonna try that or CBD oils. Got her on too.
Give him a gummy.
No, I don't
CBD
know.
gummy, yeah, or squirt. I mean that works too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to review the blind five? We didn't get to do the blind five.
He didn't ask us.
I know. Well, that must have just.
I
been
mean,
before.
we do offer free
services, and
we never get taken up on those free services.
No, we don't.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I did smoke some new cigars to me over the last week. I smoked the Nesta Miranda, which I thought was, I always hear Jimmy talking about it, and they have one found in the humidor one. It's fantastic.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. Then then when Kevin was here from Rockefeller, Kevin Gold from Rockefeller, I smoked one of the Blue Dominicans, which I didn't know we had them. I knew we had all his other shit.
Yeah.
And I never saw him.
Oh, okay.
He goes, "Oh, you got him." And I was like, "Where?" But they were on the other side of the humidor, not with the other Rockefeller.
Oh, okay.
That was really good.
I picked up a sample pack from a company out of Puerto Rico. I haven't smoked them yet. They're aging right now. Yeah, I've seen them on some of the cigar pages occasionally, and I said, I'll give it a try. What the heck? Price was right, so we'll give it a shot. See how it's going. John Parker, how you doing, sir?
I'm giving you my name right now.
Giving about.
We're taking names for anyone who wants to participate in the blind pot.
Oh well, yeah, but they're not going to give them to us.
No,
we're offering free services.
Yes,
and let's say it again. Free services.
I'll pay for them. I just want to be able to rate them.
Yeah.
And say how we like them and write it up.
Yeah.
We'll do it online. We'll do it right here.
Fire it up.
You can't get any better than
What's
this.
up, John?
Yep.
John was a big winner a couple of years ago.
Hey, John, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
You know?
Patrick, how's putts?
So I read another article yesterday about Peyton Manning, written by Peyton Manning. He's upset with his sons. His oldest son collects jerseys. Got them all over his room. Mahomes, Brady, Roethlisberger, all these football players.
They don't have his.
Not his or Eli's. Neither one of the Mannings are up on the wall in his bedroom.
That's because they're family. I mean, come on.
Dude, you get your dad to sign all that shit. You know what kind of money? Instead of having to sell rock candy or fucking gum at school, you can sell fucking signed autograph shit.
Yeah. He'd be the head of the school.
Sure, I get that. Hey,
he'd be the head of the school.
I got Dad's autograph for a tattoo.
Yeah.
Hey, antibiotic shot and spray. Okay, cool.
So, did he cut himself, or
I guess he did. In between two of his digits.
That's a tough spot.
He was definitely favored.
That's always moving, and you can't. They don't. One of Caitlin's older dogs did that one time, and they couldn't. She tried to get out of the kennel, and she pushed the wire stuff out and got that caught in between right there.
Badge, yeah.
Took it out, and they said, "We can't. The best we can do is maybe super glue, and that's it, and hope for the best."
Yeah.
Wow. Because they can't stitch it, and they can't.
Yeah. All he did was sit there and lick it. That's just when they're licking on something, then you know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking Eli did something. No, just
his name is Alexander.
Yes.
Yeah, but good for him, man.
So we're looking at for Eli. What's the name of the show I watch? Forensic Files 4.
Oh, you see him on there?
We're only on 2 now, but by the time 4 comes around, he'll be old enough.
So are you done with the Fat Broads now?
That's off season.
They're off season, so they're not doing
not till like fall. May or something like that. Or, no, the fall.
Yeah, it's fall.
Oh wow, you got to wait all that long that time.
So it's Forensic
So you got to
Files
watch reruns on.
Nah, I don't need to watch reruns. I just like the live and in person ones.
That'll work, Kerr. So Governor DeSantis not only signs that gay bill.
Yeah, but that's what the media is calling it. It's not really that.
That's what they're putting it on. And I kind of agree with it. But the one I was looking at is he put into law a financial literacy bill.
Yes, for schools.
That you have to take a finance class, and you have to learn how to balance checkbooks.
Yes.
Check your credit score. What kind of banks what kind of bank accounts you need, or
that's great. That's a good move. Because a lot of idiots don't know how to do it.
How to do your own tax. We had a what we call it business math. What
do we call it? I forget what we call it. It would be the same thing.
But they're more concerned.
An economics class.
Well, what the media and the LGBTQ community is calling it is a not gay bill. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
But it's basically saying, okay, up until the 3rd grade, you cannot teach the kids in class about sexual orientation.
Okay.
transgenderism or anything.
After third grade, then you can bring in sex education and stuff like that.
7, after 8 years old.
Yeah, but still, does an 8-year-old know what they want?
No, I don't like that part.
And it's all for the parents. So the parents say, "Hey, you can't be teaching my kid." Well, that's up to us.
Yeah.
At
8 years old, what'd you learn today? What'd you learn today?
I learned that I might be transgender.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I don't like that.
I mean, we have nothing against transgender.
No.
That's an adult choice.
But that
it's too young to be teaching.
It's an
now.
adult
a 3-year-old kid does not know he wants to dress like a girl.
Well, I mean, he might, but
yeah, but at that point, you're playing dress up with your
that's
sister
all
or
you're
something.
doing. That's right.
You know, you're not.
It is an adult choice. It's not a kid
Bobby
choice.
played with dolls when he was a kid.
Of course he did.
He still plays with dolls.
Oh, yeah, he
He's
does.
still got G.I. Joes.
No,
Yeah.
he's got blow up dolls now.
No, I got G.I. Joes. I just ordered a new one.
Oh, you don't have the blow
25
up?
years old.
You don't have the blow up dolls?
No.
Pay for that one.
Full size blow up
Huh?
dolls?
How much you pay for that one? In the box
$30.
still? In the
Nope,
box?
it wasn't in the
He's not
box.
paying full price for anything. Come on.
No.
It was in the box, or not in the box?
No, not in the box, but it was in mint condition.
So do you run around the house going pew, 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 pew?
I sing that G.I. Joe song that used to be on a Saturday morning cartoon.
Go Joe!
I don't remember that. That's so
You got the
funny.
little Jeep.
I got
and
one on my bureau that's on there just because it's on there. It's worth a couple $100.
My
The lady gave it to me that her son didn't want it anymore. It had the real fur.
My stepfather
Really?
threw all that
Yeah.
stuff away when we went over to Germany.
Oh,
I had the space capsule. I had all this. I had
The
all this
desert
shit.
one with the yellow
I had
one with
all
all
that
the
stuff.
6 wheels.
I mean, of course, I was 9 years old too.
it's
So
like during the
I had it
military,
all,
your mom
dude.
gets rid of all my baseball
Dude, I had it
cards
all.
and
My
my
sister
album.
threw it all out.
yeah,
Get rid of all my vinyl during the military. Yeah, right?
Why would you think to throw that out?
Gave it
Why
away,
wouldn't you
whatever.
say,
I came home and it was
What do
gone.
you want us to do with it before I throw it out? Instead of throwing out and say,
and
well, I didn't know
you probably
wanted
had a
that.
basement at your house where they could have tucked it in the corner somewhere, right?
Drove by Thursday and there was a zero parking. Guess I should have parked there. Well, guess what, John?
You can park in the back.
In the next 2 weeks, you're not going to have to worry about that because this shop is moving to right across the street from ABC Rental, next to the iDock there, that standalone building in the middle, the white with the
Teal shutters
steel shutters.
Yep.
We'll be moving over there, and there'll be plenty of parking in the back.
and signage.
Because I went
Let
by
you know
there,
we're
I
there.
went by there today. You ain't parking in the front.
Well, no, because the eye center.
I mean,
Not
nobody,
after- not-
there was
not after
no
5
parking.
o'clock.
Yeah.
There was no parking at all,
yeah,
After 5 o'clock.
which is fine because you get in the back. That's now
We got a back door, so it's all right.
absolutely.
and there's plenty. It's concrete parking
And
too.
you,
It's not
and you
just-
have a ton of cigars to choose from in here now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I push it a little towards the boutique ones, but that's just because
Well, maybe not a ton
I like
per se.
a ton compared to what we used to have.
Well, I mean,
Well, we had
it's a buttload. We'll go to a buttload. It's not a ton.
But
Ton 2,000 pounds.
what we need now,
Got a
though,
buttload.
is a suction cup to hold up the open side.
Yeah, I thought I had that somewhere over there, but I didn't throw it out. I know that.
Oh,
Duct tape.
Or maybe I may be under the chair.
Just duct tape.
Where's the other open sign? You throw it out?
Yeah,
Oh.
I took it apart and everything, and the 2 lines that went in to keep the terminals were shredded and ripped
Oh,
from it falling. It felt
felt
at
quite a
least
few
10
times.
times.
well, yeah, 10 times a day.
You
Sometimes.
know,
soldered them back on with the
Should have, yeah.
one of the little things.
But what it
I
cost
think
them?
Throw 'em out.
Yeah,
You know,
let them get it.
yeah, it's on them.
I think I got him talked into the new.
Did I tell you? Here's a joke. Were you privy to the fire extinguisher? Ed didn't self-disclose that?
Mm.
Oh no,
All right, so here's a little story.
I know you had the guys
the
coming.
ones he took from here and brought over there.
Yes.
So
He
now
had
we
the
have
guy
no fire
come
extinguishers.
Monday at 11 o'clock.
Here. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they come in here
To inspect and tag.
Yeah.
So I text Ed, and I had Scotty involved in this too. I did Ed first, and then I brought Scotty in. I said, Ed, the gentleman from your fire extinguisher place said that these are all bad. So I wrote him a check for $628. I hope that was okay to get 3 new ones. He writes back, fuck no, was that okay? He lost it. You could tell he lost it.
Yeah.
Well, then I got Scott involved in this, and Scott said, I'm going up there to see Bobby right now, writing that check out for that amount of money. And then they were going back and forth, and I was listening. I'm saying I figured it was the right thing to do. You can tell Ed told me at the casino he lost his shit. he lost his shit, and then Scott was involved, and he came up. And then Scott was trying to tell him that it was a joke. And Ed was continued to say, shouldn't he have got that authorized from either me or you for writing that amount at? He didn't hear Scotty say, Bob was kidding you. It was a joke.
Wow.
Everything finished and done.
Wow.
He lost his shit. He couldn't even
No,
compose
you
himself.
gotta say shit like that up front, because if
You
you
know
give an
what?
employee
Well, you're Employer of the Year too, so why was he?
You know what
upset
was
with you?
funny? He says they only
he's
go for $100 a piece. He says he gave me the break for $628. He gave me a break on him, actually.
So-
I got him good.
Oh goodness!
I got him
Well,
good.
good. So when he's sitting up here later, I can just say,
Say,
hey,
How much is a fire extinguisher?
I got some fire extinguishers for sale if you want to buy them.
I'll give it to
I
you
got
half
them
price.
cheap on Marketplace. Business is going out of business, and they want to sell everything. So what the fire
They
extinguisher?
only won $600 for him. Yeah, I got him good.
$638. Wow.
Oh, look, Patrick's. He says he's gonna butt us.
So Peyton Manning also came out last week in an article and said, hey, listen, because we discussed this last week about Tom Brady's retirement.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't really retire because he never stopped playing. He never signed papers. He never did any of that. He just said, I'm going to retire. And if I would consider him retired if the football season started and he wasn't
And he
playing.
wasn't there,
Right.
or training.
I'm
doesn't show
saying
up to
he's,
train.
he's retired.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, not only did he screw the guy out of the
football.
$518,000, because that's going to be worth nothing anymore once he throws that first touchdown.
Right.
Right? Peyton Manning, I don't know if he was joking or not, but he said, I want my retirement gifts back. He didn't
said,
retire. I want my
"Wine,
gifts
nice
back."
wine."
I wrote him a two-page letter, and a nice bottle of wine. I want it back. He said, he's got enough money to buy his own fucking wine.
That's great.
Isn't it?
I think it is too.
That's fabulous.
I was like, go,
Well, you know, this guy that has that football, you know, he's going to be sitting here watching this entire season saying, I hope that cocksucker does not score a touchdown.
yeah.
or he gets hurt in the first game.
Yeah, but he's going to go like this when the football. He's just going to throw it over his head when he scores the first
I
touchdown.
mean, it's still worth some money. It's probably worth about $400 because it's signed by Brady.
Well, that and
It's number
just what
600.
it is.
It's number
And
600.
Just what it is, though. This is the
Yeah.
ball that was supposed to be. That
No,
wasn't.
it wasn't 600.
But he ended up with a Bitcoin and some other bullshit, too, that Brady gave him.
Oh, did he
for-
give him some shit?
Oh, yeah, he gave him.
Because he knows it's
It
not
wasn't
gonna be worth
anything worth $500,000 by any means, but
no.
he gave him some stuff, and you know, I'd be
Are
I'd
we
be a
not,
little
are we
upset.
not exciting enough for you?
No, I'm just. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
here's.
mean, I guess
I can't say that because she might be on. I have to
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah.
So, tell you
Tom
what
said
she-
he's going to reach out to the guy. Who, yeah, I'm sure he will. But he, from what I read, he was going to give him a Bitcoin or a couple Bitcoins and some
Yeah.
other things.
So Patrick, if
Nowhere near
If
500.
we get the movie theater for Top Gun Maverick, you coming? I'm looking forward to that movie, man. Because what's his name? Krasinski made Admiral. It says. In there,
Yeah,
and-
Val Kilmer.
we've been waiting for that for shit before COVID.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
You've been waiting for that the remake for 40 years.
And there is another volleyball scene in there, kind of sort of.
Now everybody's going to be watching the original Top Gun, so it's going to skyrocket.
Oh, dude,
on
I've seen it
Netflix
so
and
many
stuff.
Yeah.
You've seen that so many times. We went to Korea because when we were over in Korea, you didn't have cable, you didn't have any of that.
No, you had videotapes.
This is late '80s. So in the billeting office, they had 2 VCR machines that was piped to every
Oh yeah,
dormitory.
we won't.
Oh,
hear.
cool.
Oh shit, that's right. That's piped to all the dormitories and day rooms and stuff. So when one movie's over, all Ashi do is he clicks the play button on the next one, and the next movie comes in.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times they play Top Gun. So then when we left that week, the day that me and my roommate we PCS,
Right?
and we get to LA, and then we finally make it to St. Louis. We're in the USO in St. Louis. Somebody
They're playing
says,
Top
put in
Gun."
Top Gun. I'm like, oh hell no! I love the movie, but no.
25 times later.
I'm back in
Yeah.
the States now. I want to see something different.
Mhm.
And the reason I said that about it skyrocketing on Netflix because when Cobra
Oh.
Kai came out, the old Karate Kid got put back out, and it was
Yeah.
You know,
because people had to go back and watch that to see what they
The
were actually
background.
seeing in this new show.
Yeah.
Because you're talking
Cobra
about
Kai, right?
yeah, you're
Cobra
talking
Kai.
about a generation of people now that have never seen Karate Kid.
No.
So they had to go back and watch
Ralph
these old
Macchio,
movies,
right?
and they're like, "Wow, that dude really got old." Well, yeah, it's like
Yeah,
20
yeah.
years later.
I could tell you right now, I have not seen a single episode of Cobra Kai.
I
Not
haven't
one.
either.
I thought it was pretty decently done, if the truth be told. Cheesy.
I heard it was good.
Cheesy as hell.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yep.
It was pretty good. Seeing some of the what?
I'm hearing something on somebody's phone.
Seeing some of the old faces on there was kind of interesting.
All right,
but the one guy, the one sensei, I know you see him and he just aged like there's no tomorrow. I mean, he looks terrible.
Oh yeah, he looks totally rough. But so does the kid that Ralphie fought in the championship game.
Yeah, the blonde kid.
The blonde kid.
Yeah,
he looks a little rough too.
Yeah. You got anything else over there, Bones?
Yeah. Major League Baseball is putting a humidor on every baseball stadium.
So you can smoke in the stadiums?
No, not for cigars.
Weed?
Baseball.
Baseball.
They want all the baseballs at one. Because sometimes when they sit in certain
that's true.
They get hard as a rock and whatever.
And
they want everything at the same
10.
Feeling. They want everybody. When you pick a baseball out of it, it's all going to be the same.
Huh.
So, all right, that's cool.
Well, I guess.
He's not going to stick some cigars in there, though.
Well, I'm sure that may end up happening, but
you
can't smoke in it. You can't smoke anywhere like that anymore. It's
unless you're Lenny Dykstra and Dallas Green.
Two things that came out of Goodell yesterday and today.
Goodell's a jerk.
He said that we're not done with our investigation into Watson yet, but probably not going to be any suspended or anything like that or whatnot, whatever. But
he already knows.
They already came out and said that NFL said each team has to hire a female,
or a person
or a minority or ethnic or racial to work with the offensive coordinator.
No, to work in one of the coaching positions. Or
as
management.
Work directly with the offensive coordinator, get a year's experience.
Affirmative action.
So now you tell me I own $1 billion team. You tell me who I have to hire and not hire.
That's exactly what they're doing.
I don't think it's right.
Yep.
I don't think it's right either.
You know what if? Okay.
What if what's it called? Ray comes up and he's more qualified. Why do I got to hire her?
Because we said
so. Or Jim or John or whoever.
Because we said so.
But could Ray say, "Hey, I identify as a woman today," and then get the job?
Well, I mean,
then what do you do?
I guess she could.
I'm just throwing
scenarios. I know. It's crazy.
I don't know if you should.
Like I said, there's going to be more to be revealed.
Now, is
everything in the world.
There a disparity? Yes, there is a disparity, but that goes down further from pros to college to high school, and even below that as well.
Right, Little League.
I mean, it goes all the way down to the lowest of the everything.
Right.
You know, to the Pee Wee football.
Yeah.
There's a disparity in coaches. Sure, there is.
It's who wants to volunteer at that point.
That's pretty much
all free.
That's pretty much what ends up happening.
Yeah, sure.
I get it all free for years, man.
Yeah.
You know, everything comes out of your own pocket.
Well, all right.
Any extra equipment,
and if the person or persons don't produce. Hey, Faith.
Oh, we're glad you did.
What about if they don't perform or they can't catch on? Do they automatically get fired?
You got a good point.
I don't know.
You got a good point.
Oh, yeah. We actually blew that time, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay.
What'd you do? Turn it off?
Did it run out? Oh, maybe the battery died. We get Bobby.
We got to get more sponsors. Maybe we got to get Everready to sponsor us.
Okay. We're going to do our sponsors at this time. It's GTO Cigars. Those who know smoke GTO. You can reach the man himself at 334-538-2949.
And I don't think he cares what time you call.
Well, I'm sure that he's not going to answer.
Not past 10. Don't call past 10 o'clock before 7 in the morning.
Whoop.
Take it off.
The Cigar Enthusiast at cigarenthusiast.com. We also have cigarprop.com with Kevin and Jessica.
Like that.
Thank you for our sponsors. We appreciate you much.
All the time.
And last but not least, we thank Coast Cigar Company, Fast Eddie, and Scotty Too Hottie for letting us do the show here at Coast Cigar, 2420 Government Street.
That's a good one, Marty.
Painkiller is a good one.
I like the Painkiller.
Yeah.
I read an article today, too, with Dick Vitale. Dickie B.
Dick Vitale.
College basketball. Interviewed a coach. Was talking to a college coach. He would not say which coach he was talking to.
Yeah.
But a coach was telling him that cheating is running rampant in college basketball.
Cheating?
Especially after the NIL came out.
No.
Because it comes in like Jeff, I got a position for you for going to transfer portal. I'll start you.
Ah.
You know, so they're talking to him ahead of the guys getting into the transfer portal.
Yeah.
Going to transfer portal, we'll pick you right up.
Yeah.
We knew something like that was going to happen.
Of course.
I mean,
and then oh, by the way, I got a sponsor, Chevrolet sponsor that'll give you a new Tundra or whatever.
Speaking of NIL, that kid from St. Peter's with the mustache and Debbie or Herbie or whatever, got him an NIL deal with Buffalo Wild Wings.
He did. Yeah.
How about that?
And you heard about the kid with the Chevy truck, right? We were talking about him.
Yeah.
Got him a free truck.
Yeah.
Chevy dealer there in Fort Worth.
Edward.
Yeah. Gave him a free truck.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. I saw a TikTok on it, and somebody put "Like a Rock" Bob Seger song to it. I was doing. I'm telling you, if that is the best freaking advertisement Chevy can get,
no question about it.
Yeah,
it's priceless.
Because I know when we were talking about it after it happened, we used to thought it was a Ford, and you were saying built Ford tough.
Well, thank you, Weather Girl,
and all that stuff. But
folks, if you're in our viewing area, watch out. We're in the moderate region for severe weather for tomorrow night on the coast.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Faith.
Yeah, that's our Weather Girl.
So like middle,
she's amazing.
Like Jackson and above, kind of sort of. We're going to get the outside crap.
Yeah.
I just put everything out.
Again.
Yeah. Again. Yes. Again. And they're saying very similar to what happened last week when all that stuff hit New Orleans.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Which we got nothing, right?
We got
a little bit of rain
and some wind.
Well, it rained a lot that morning.
Well, we got some wind too. But yeah, it's going to be very similar to that.
Okay.
And then
brace yourselves. Yes.
Remember Ozzie Gilliam in baseball?
Not really.
You remember the name?
I do.
He said, "I hope this happens after I die." But he's talking about robotic. Umpires.
Oh, the umpires, yeah.
Right. I'm not.
No,
I'm not down with that. It's baseball. It's they made some changes to try and speed the game up in the sense, but there's that now. Baseball is just that human error factor that you need in it.
No, I don't like that idea.
Now I'm all for. I can maybe go with the strike zone, the box calling the strike zone, so it's consistent every freaking time. But robotic umpires. I don't.
It
takes away from it, man. It takes away from the sport.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, because what's next? Robotic umpire on the NFL, on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit, it couldn't be any worse than fuckers that are doing the calling now.
Who is the first woman to ever be drafted in Major League Baseball to a playing on an on-field position?
I have no idea.
It was pretty recent too, believe it or not.
But she played?
She's going to play. She got drafted to a double-A team, maybe a triple-A team as a catcher.
Oh, good for her.
I think women can play baseball. It's now how the catcher, you get a guy running down there and he's going to take her out.
She's got to be prepared for that.
She's up for that.
But I agree with you to a point. Women can definitely play ball, but I don't know if they're going to be all the way down to the warning track and be able to hum that ball all the way back to the infield.
I think you're right.
No, that's why you got cut off man. You should have a cutoff man.
But if you don't, like some of them players whiz it all the way, it takes one bounce and goes right in the catcher's hands. I don't know if they got the power for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do. The shoulder strength, the arm strength, the forearm strength.
John Elway, before he played football, he got drafted by the Yankees. He could throw a guy out at home plate from the warning track.
Well, sure. That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I'm not.
It can be done, but not by a woman.
I'm not convinced that, and it's not an affront to females at all.
No.
I'm just the athleticism of being able to throw that ball from the warning track or from the hell from
You're
the
100% right, Patrick Mortensen.
Getting it all the way to the infield is a tough gig as it is.
Yeah.
That's why I call him Morty Facts.
He knows the facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
What team is it? What team drafted her?
I didn't get that part. I got the name.
I bet he could get it because
it was an off-the-wall name of a minor league team. But
yeah, but they belong to
I
somebody.
I don't know who they were affiliated with. Minnesota, maybe. I don't.
Well,
I don't remember.
Hopefully, he'll come up with the answer before
he
so
scrunched the paper up. It
who's
must be that time.
Playing for there, Morty Facts.
Her nickname is Scrappy.
Her nickname is Scrappy. Like Scrappy Doo?
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but
his nephew
Scrappy
Oh,
was
was
Scrappy
right.
do. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's why I said that. Scrappy do.
Lexington.
In Lexington. It's
Okay,
in Lexington.
But who they associate with?
Yeah, who's their affiliate?
Minnesota or something? I can't remember.
No, because the Redbirds are
Lexington.
no, that's Louisville. The Redbirds are
Cardinals?
St. Louis, the Cardinals. Yeah,
Huh.
but I don't know who Lexington, who their
I don't know. But
major team.
It's almost time to go and listen to the Great Lakes Smoke Show.
Great
and
Lakes
the boys.
Show.
Yes.
Isn't Kerr and his? That's tomorrow night.
They are having they should be sending out an email to whoever bought a buddy pack for the link for the Zoom herp
Yeah.
on that. It should be tomorrow. I'm not sure what time or
Okay.
when. I would probably assume 6:30.
Yeah, I would think so because they're both on East Coast time.
All right.
Yeah, they don't live. Well, no, they live about 10 hours.
From the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge and here at Co Cigar, Bones, Mort, and Maverick are going to bid you good night till next Tuesday at the same time.
Same back channel.
Astros,
Yep.
Houston.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for joining in, everybody. Appreciate
Later,
you.
folks.